This is Eric saddling up our Tennessee walking horse, Ed's Buckaroo. Getting him ready for a little training session. He's done really well. Are you going to try that other bit on him? Yep. So he's trying this. We started him in a rope halter, and then he went to a snaffle bit, and he's trying him in this Santa Barbara cheek piece. It's a half-breed shank bit. We got it from Pat Puckett, and he's a really good trainer out of California, and he is sharing what he knows about the Vaquero style and the California style of horse training and riding, and we follow him a lot, and we're students of that form of training. That's what we're trying to do here. I think it's like akin to kind of like a French classical or something like that. It's an art form kind of thing. Now this guy, see how he's being patient, trying to get him to take that real nice. So, and it's a lot of times a waiting game. But, so what he's going to do is going to get that in there, bring his head. There we go. Got to get everything all adjusted correctly. And inside there it has a cricket inside there. It's like a little roller. And like if you watch any of Pat Puckett's videos, he'll talk about if they roll that intermittently, like every once in a while, they're relaxed and their tongue's relaxed. If you don't hear any sound, it means they're balling their tongue up and they're nervous, or there's some sort of tension going on, or if they're constantly doing it, that they're nervous. And so you want to, that's the point of the cricket, is to hear where you're, try to get a beat in on where your horse is mentally. See, so he's taking that off, because you don't want to leave that hanging there. Horse can get their leg or something stuck in it. And you see he's tightening it up again. He doesn't cinch him in half first time he puts it on him. Just takes his time. Now see, he's going to address what he's doing. He's walking off, so he's going to stop him, back him up a little bit. You always address with what you deal with, what you got to deal with. For instance, if he kept this up, Eric would just keep working with him in this until he got it fixed. You know, I don't care if you want to do a pattern or something in the saddle. If they weren't, like if he was just started having a problem with that right there, that's where the lesson would end up being. So it's all a matter of just taking your time. So he's trying to get him in like a good frame to climb on. A lot of waiting and being patient with him. Like I've said in other videos, Eric is quite capable of just hopping up on anything like that, but he doesn't. You know, he waits until they're ready. See, now he's clucking, he's going. That means you move your feet. Move, do something. There he goes. And see, again, this is, you might get tired of me saying this, but first thing we do is just sit there. We sit there and sit there. he'll back him up if he moves off like that, because they'll anticipate that you want him to move. So it's really important to just wait. So that's the start of it. I'm just going to move him off. And the point behind the shank bit, as far as we're concerned, is you would move up to this so that you could be even more subtle, softer, and the weight of this bit, the way it's balanced, it'll help naturally or easily frame the horse up. The horse will figure out where it's comfortable to hold its head, and how it's and all that is designed to help them get in balance and in frame, so that they're in a good. It's kind of like learning to lift weights. If you just start lifting weights and you have really bad form, you can hurt yourself. Well, that's how a lot of horses are trained. A lot of horses are trained in they have a bad frame or a bad way of moving, and over time they end up hurting themselves, and they're getting injuries that are chronic, kind of thing. And so this is why this kind of training, this style of training, or this discipline of training, or whatever you want to call it, takes so long, is because it's not something that you can learn overnight. The horse can't learn it overnight. The horse can't get in balance overnight, can't get calm overnight, so it takes time. And but when you do, it's like if you learn how to lift weights correctly with good form, you can lift them your whole life. If you don't, you're going to be injured. It's just like running or something. If you run with good form, you can run a long time. If you run with bad form, you're going to end up with knee problems and all sorts of stuff. And so that's kind of what this kind of training is all about. We work a lot with their mind. And you see how he's just able to move off of his legs and his body, and his seat. That tells you that the horse is ready to go into this shank bit. You would not take a horse, like say you have a horse that's racing through your hands, or a horse you have some sort of problem. You don't go to a stronger bit. I know there's people out there that's what they say. You go to a stronger bit. Don't agree. Go back to the snaffle. Then if that go back to the rope halter. Go backwards. You don't use these kind of tools, this kind of equipment is not designed to be done that way. And I think, frankly, if you have that mentality of, I need a harsher bit, I need a tie down, I need this, you really got to review your training and what you think horse training is. And there's better ways to do it. And you can see, look at how this horse he's happy to be out there. He's fine with it. And once you ride a horse like this that's been trained this way, oh my gosh, it's hard to ride anything else. It's just such a joy when you like this. Should people subscribe? They should. Hey, smash that like button and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. Thanks for watching.